snacks. What it do, snackers? I'm Gage. That's jokes.
Yo.
That's sin. This is cutscenes. Time to talk about some video games.
Cool.
Best part of the game.
Best part of the game.
Best part of the game.
Hey.
Best part of the game. E3 is pretty much upon us.
Yeah, it is.
We've been running down some predictions, and guess what? We're gonna keep doing just that.
Oh, this is gonna be funny.
So today,
Oh God, not ready at all.
Nintendo,
Hey, look, I'm with you, but
Nintendo,
Nintendo, okay.
and Microsoft.
Hey, I'm about to swing for all the fences.
Listen,
I'm about to swing for all of them.
let's throw it out there. Let's make it happen,
slams.
Captain.
And honestly, I've not even thought about any of this.
That's what makes it sweet.
Been on my end of an everything. So let's have fun with it. Let's go. I'm ready. Let's have fun with it.
Nintendo.
Yeah.
Dang. Did somebody's phone break?
Yeah.
Okay. It broke?
No, I haven't looked. I doubt it did.
Alright.
Survey says, "Are we good?"
Safe. Alright.
What's wrong with
So Nintendo.
it? Nintendo.
Now, under normal circumstances, I would not do this. But this time, I'm going to let you go first, Jokes.
Oh.
Tell me all about...
Go ahead, sir.
Listen, let's do this.
Okay.
Give me one solid prediction for what you think you'll see from Nintendo Direct, obviously, because they don't do a conference.
They don't do a conference, but we get the direct. I do believe. Like, how long has the Switch been out for now? How long have we had it for?
2 years now.
Man, that's a fast 2 years.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Is that right? 2017, right?
That sounds about right.
March 2017.
Yeah.
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 I do think we're gonna get a mention of some type of hardware refresh.
Okay.
I do think that's coming.
What kind of hardware refresh? Like, don't just give me that. Like, give me a real.
So, with what we know, kind of on this Microsoft Nintendo partnership. So, let's say Xbox Live comes to the Switch. You have access to Game Pass. We're gonna go all out and say that you're gonna have access to Game Pass. You're gonna get all these high-end games and whatnot. So,
Dang. Switch games ain't high end.
Nah,
I just want you to watch your mouth. Okay. Okay, go ahead.
But I don't think the current Switch has the power to per se. Let's say I'm gonna take one of my favorites, Halo.
Mm-hmm.
I think Halo could run on the Switch. I don't think it would perform the way that they would want it to be for people to have to get this second type of experience.
Question: which Halo are we talking about?
We're gonna go Halo, not the new. We won't say the newest one yet. We will say.
So we're not saying 5.
We'll say. Well, no, I mean newest as in Infinite.
Okay.
I'll say 5.
Master Chief Collection? A Master Chief Collection.
You know, at this point,
it's part of
Game
Pass.
Master Chief Collection. So, do I think the Switch can run it? Yes. Do I think it's going to be that full experience that you would really want to have out of playing on the Hell? Probably not. So I think processor bump. The only issue, of course, when you start doing those type of things, it's a handheld. They got to put another battery in there. Because battery life is going to be dead.
Okay.
But I definitely think we're going to see that. I don't think they're going to do anything. There was people talking about, you know what, they're going to make a Switch where it's all one solid piece. I think that defeats the whole purpose necessarily of having the Switch. Because when you're able to sit down, put it down, take controllers off.
Yeah.
I want you to play alongside whatever.
But you know what? The controller, the Pro Controller is so popular.
Oh no. Pro
and it
Controller
is
is dope.
so much better than the Joy-Cons.
Oh no, most certainly.
The thing about the Joy-Cons is being able to do something 2-player
Exactly.
and some of the motion controls.
Mm-hmm.
So there are a lot of games that you would miss out or maybe lose some
Certain
functionality with if you didn't. But there are motion controls built into the Pro Controller. Like, it's not like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, you can do that without.
So that way you can play
Do
the
certain
games without
things.
using a Joy-Con. Yeah.
Different experience from, motion control in just a standard controller versus, say for example, maybe you will have, I don't know if they'll make a thing where you put your controllers in, maybe you use certain guns in Halo, just as an example. But to give you that little bit of a different experience. Because, I mean, granted, I'm sure anyone will be happy to say, hey, you can take Halo 5, you can take Halo Master Chief Collection, you can take it on the go with you and play it whenever you want. There's a lot of people that are going to be super excited to hear that. But if you also say, you know what, we're going to give you a slight little difference in the experience you're going to get out of this Halo. So instead of you playing with your traditional classic controller, we're going to let you do something a little bit special with your Joy-Cons on here.
What? Like what? What do you mean?
So take... I'm trying to remember. So remember back when...
Wait. Let me just make sure I got this. You're expecting them to add... Because now we're getting into a whole different set of predictions. You're expecting them to add additional functionality that is specific to the Joy-Cons for old games
No. I'm not saying add nothing. Now, right now, you can use the Joy-Cons for certain motion-based games or whatever. So some of that technology being integrated into, like, a game like Halo. I don't think it's going to take much to do. I'm not saying...
Add the motion controls into, let's say, the Master Chief Collection for the Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're talking about adding a whole new control scheme to games that are old. You think that they're going to... Who's doing that? Alright. Okay.
Hey, he said he's going to swing. I'm swinging.
You swung.
I'm swinging.
You swinging. Listen, it is my job to put the mid up and snatch that thing out the air, bro.
I don't know whether you hit it out the park or not, but you swung.
Tip over.
You swung.
It's going to tip over.
Swung.
Sir.
I'm not going to make that big of a swing as you did, but
hey,
I think mine's a little bit more grounded.
Okay.
I think that with Nintendo, I'm going to keep it to a specific game, Smash Brothers. I think we definitely get the next character in the DLC, but I'm going to swing a little further and say they announce all of them. Who's going to be including the DLC package.
Okay.
So finally just...
The other four.
Yeah. I think we definitely get the next one, but I'm going to just jump out there and say they'll let us know who all four of them are. As big as the game is, as long as it's taking to get...
You got to guess at who some of them going to be?
Honestly, no. I don't have a guess at who they are.
It's not even... Is there somebody you want?
No.
Okay. Don't matter to you.
Not...
You just want them to be interesting.
Yeah. I honestly, yeah, I agree with that. As long as they're interested and they play good, like the way Smash Brothers is, all these crazy, intricate characters in one game, like you've kind of over the years learned to just kind of like that's just how it is type of deal. So just want to know who they are, who are they coming, which one of them I'm excited to look forward to and play with. You know what I mean? And just how they work, what their special moves are. Like I'm interested to know all of that stuff. So we definitely get the next one. Swinging for all of them. Announcement during their treehouse or whatever. Like, yeah, that's for me on a
grounded
swinging, but grounded. Swinging for all of them, but I believe definitely
You're just trying to securely get to.
Look at that trailer where something happened, then you see the little logo and a new character has appeared. Everybody gets ice, that type of deal.
You're just trying to safely get like to second base and just set yourself up to run into home plate.
When he thought of it, that's the first thing that popped in my head. Like, okay, Smash Bros. Still a new thing. We still know who these other people are. E3 is what they're gonna tell us. That's all.
Metroid Prime Trilogy. Ooh. Coming this year. I be swinging.
Hey.
Swinging.
You can go download at midnight. You can download at midnight.
Hey.
I will be downloading at midnight if that's the case.
I'm not even a fan of the Met. I don't like the Metroid Prime games at all.
I like them.
Them joints weak. I think Metroid should be a 2D game. I think Metroid is at its best as a 2D, run around the map, discover things, figure it out, run back. I just think it's at its best that way. I think that is the way to play Metroid. And when it's not that, it ain't. I think it looked good. I think when that first Metroid Prime came out, I was like, man, do you see what this thing look on the Wii?
On the Wii?
Nah, GameCube. Metroid Prime was GameCube.
Oh, yeah.
Disgusting. Disgusting. That joint look good. Yeah, I mean, look, Metroid Prime 4, we got a logo.
Right, that's it, yeah.
Right, and that was it. But then they announced that they're bringing it back in-house. They're going back to the drawing board, so we're not getting that.
Nope.
Right, so give us something I honestly think 4 wasn't coming this year it was coming at some point next year at best.
Yeah.
I think the trilogy was already something that was going to be in the works.
Solidified,
Yeah. So I think we see a Metroid Prime trilogy. That's it. What else you got?
Okay.
What you gonna say?
No, and like, what point this year, like, do you think, like, is it a holiday release? Is it a late summer release? Like
You said it.
Oh, drops at midnight.
I mean, look. Here's why. Because we know Animal Crossing is coming, so we know they're gonna focus on Animal Crossing.
Oh yeah,
there's not even any point. And we know that Pokemon is coming, and we know they got to focus on that. Pokemon's gonna be their big game for the end of the year. Animal Crossing will be there August.
Yep.
September, whatever. So, like, if you're gonna do Metroid Prime, it means that Metroid Prime trilogy either has to come almost immediately, right, with E3, or we're probably talking like January.
Yeah. That's what I was going like after
January to March.
After Animal Crossing and what has come and gone. That
out of the way.
I completely agree with that. I completely agree with that.
Out of the way. Other than I went for it all.
You ain't got nothing left.
I went for it all.
Okay, go ahead. You got anything else?
The one thing that I wanted, I'm still gonna keep throwing out there and asking for until I get it, and that's the Xenoblade Chronicles on the Part 1 on the Switch. Yeah. Even though they claim it'll be so difficult to put it on there, I mean, not really. You pretty much had like a tablet the last time around to do it. You can do the same thing with the Switch, like, and it wasn't that difficult. It was switching between like a map. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to play on it or have your map on there to do stuff, like, I don't feel like it will be that difficult to port over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's what I want. I really enjoyed the game for, like I said, good, bad, ugly. I enjoyed the game a lot. I got halfway through it and didn't get a chance to finish it. I want to go back and play it. I almost hooked it up the other day to start it. Like, but I just got to find all the components for moving and stuff. Like, so, but yeah, I would like that announcement personally.
All right, you ready?
I ain't gonna get it.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
You ready?
Swing.
Hey, bro.
Swing.
Let me tell you something.
Look into the
Push
fences.
all your people to the back of the
fences.
field.
All to the back?
Look into the fences.
All your people all the way to the back of the field.
All right, for the
Okay?
fences. He's putting
Everybody at the top of the stand as high as you can. Stand on top of your chest. Put your hands in the air like you just don't care.
Hold up. What's he gonna say?
I don't even know. I don't even know.
Uncharted.
I swung.
I'm just seeing how hard he's gonna swing.
I don't know what that was.
Go ahead.
You're out.
What? Uncharted.
Hey, just have
You
fun.
ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Grand Theft Auto 5. Coming to the Switch.
Oh, man.
It's time. Let me tell you something. Best-selling game of all time.
Yep.
This is a game that on the MPD just released for last month, number 5 of the top 10 games sold. Number 5. A game that released in 2013 and has already been on multiple consoles over 2 generations. It is time. Grand Theft Auto 5.
Hey, let me tell you what is the most disgusting thing about what he just said. Not even BSing. I would buy the shit out of it.
I know you would. I know you would. And here's the thing
not
about
even
it.
lying. Like, that's probably has surpassed Destiny for me. Is my most continued going back to playing game of probably all time.
Oh yeah. Listen. Mortal Kombat 11 last month was the best-selling game across the Switch. Okay? And that's the first game that's done that since Mario and Rabbids. That wasn't a straight Nintendo title. That was a third-party title. No other title besides Mario and Rabbids has been able to outsell or do better than the actual Nintendo titles. Nobody else has done that. Who can do it?
Grand Theft Auto, look.
When you think about how many, like, they are still selling enough to be in the top 5 games sold across the board.
Do they realize, no BS, how many units, how many people will pay for that online subscription, all that stuff for a game that is that old but still kicking
Now,
your
listen,
You know
ass?
what? I'm like, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I'm not even necessarily guaranteeing you getting Grand Theft Auto Online.
Okay.
I'm not even guaranteeing you that. But I'll be honest with you. If they could make that work, I wouldn't be surprised if that was all they sold you and didn't give you the main game. But I ain't even necessarily guaranteeing you online, because unless Nintendo is also ready to partner up,
jump in that ring.
Their infrastructure is not built
to handle that.
Handle
that.
So unless they cross play,
and that's what. And I was gonna say you can get your character over.
And
and I'm gonna give you one more just because I'm here. Apex Legends.
Oh, I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
Apex Legends has become a beast in its own right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Came out of nowhere
and is putting up them numbers. They are putting up them numbers nonstop. Like they keeping Fortnite moving. They keeping Fortnite pushing because they on Fortnite's ass.
They own them.
Yeah, they own them.
They on them.
Salute, like for real, salute to come out of nowhere like that and Titan like Titanfall, like you didn't think about it like that. Yeah, like really, that universe. Oh, okay, it works apparently, and people are loving it.
Yep,
go with it. Yeah, no salute.
Anything else?
Nah, nothing right now. Maybe another live. We get a
4
Star Fox. We get a Star Fox game. A Star Fox game.
It's about time for a new Star Fox outside of.
With the Starlink.
Yeah. They gonna. You mean they gonna put Star Fox Zero on the Switch?
No, I mean a brand new Star Fox game for the Switch. Brand new story.
We talking traditional like N64, where it's just you're in your what is that show called? What's the ship called?
The R-Wing.
R-Wing. Thank you. It was one of them letters. I couldn't get it.
I think it's gonna be. I think of course it's Star Fox. It was gonna have a big flying base to it out. But they might dabble in the land thing because they had that one thing. They might dabble in that, but it's gonna be that's it. Might dabble in it, but it's gonna be flying. You know, what I'm saying what made them big, what made the thing. It's gonna be a sequel to the rest of them. I don't think they're gonna do like a whole remake of like the first one or whatever. It'll be a sequel going forward. Then I'm thinking, swing forward. We're gonna get a Star Fox announcement, not to come out this year. It'll be they'll pull a Metroid Prime 4 at this moment.
Okay.
A title screen or something like that, you know, hey, it's working on. That's something we'll get after Metroid Prime 4 comes out, just so you know that it's in the works and it's coming.
Characters walk up, Star Fox, boom.
That's it?
That's it.
I got one more.
Okay, you got one more. Let's keep going.
Oh, God.
It's Smash Brothers related.
Smash Brothers related.
Banjo-Kazooie is coming to Smash Brothers.
Not Conquer?
No.
Okay,
he could. But Banjo-Kazooie is coming.
He would work in Smash.
He would work in Smash.
He would work in Smash.
They would work in Smash.
Exactly. They'll work in Smash.
Banjo-Kazooie is coming to Smash Brothers.
And he would be an absolutely pain in the ass, I can tell you right now.
And if they don't tell you who any of the rest of the characters coming to Smash are, it is because they're going to reveal Banjo-Kazooie and they are going to do it while they're telling you that Microsoft is bringing Rare Replay to the Switch.
Woo!
That'd be fun. That would be fun.
That was ugly. But I like how he did all that just then. That was ugly, but that was good. Salute. That was a good one. That was a good one. That was a good one. I like that one.
I'm just saying. You get all the Banjo-Kazooies. You get all the Banjo games.
Good one.
Perfect Dark on the Switch.
That's a problem.
The N64 joint and Zero on the Switch.
It'll be a big deal. It'll be a very big deal.
What?
Very big deal.
I'm just saying. There's nothing on that joint that they can't run on the Switch, bruh.
I like all those predictions, even the swinging for the fences one. Like the ball. Let's just wait till E3 to see how that comes out.
Derby.
That's right.
It's like here's a lot. Here's a lot for you.
Just bring him this way. I'm gonna keep on until I get it right.
Okay, so Microsoft. Now, before we get into Microsoft, I just want to say that we know that Microsoft is planning to go big.
Oh.
Sony's not there.
Hey,
nope. We're here.
Are they gonna pull a Ubisoft showmanship, come out dancing and singing and everything? Like we just gonna go big and go?
No, dog. Nah, they made them mistakes, man. They had like Cirque du Soleil out that thing when they brought the Crackdown. Project Natal.
Oh God.
We're bringing up old shit.
Oh God.
You right.
But okay.
You're right.
Just come out on stage,
So we know
guys.
they swinging for the fences. We
Yeah.
know they got to do something big, and we know that there's always the possibility that Sony makes just a slight announcement.
Hey guys.
Right before, like, we know we're not gonna be at E3, so
something
We're not gonna be
Yeah.
on. We're not gonna be on stage, but
Right.
here you
lob
go.
that grenade. Yeah, just lob that grenade out
Yeah,
there for everybody.
because the thing that PlayStation's in a position to do is if they have partnerships that are with other people, especially if any of them happen to be with people who have conferences,
Mhm.
to still be able to have those people come out. Imagine that Bethesda comes out and they're like, we have this game, it's on both consoles, but there's content that's coming first to PlayStation.
Something.
Right? Like PlayStation can still have a strong presence without showing up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's a big deal. Like, so Microsoft got to swing for the fences, like we've been doing.
Yeah.
Having said that, my man,
Microsoft.
yeah, Xbox.
So, but something we talked about briefly, Halo Infinite. I believe we're finally going to get some gameplay from it. Obviously, early gameplay.
Okay, are they starting the conference with it or ending the conference with it?
I believe we're going to end on that note.
Okay.
Because I think what's going to happen is they're going to talk about our next gen console. And I believe, don't get me wrong, they probably won't. They're not going to go into super gigantic details. We already know that it works. But I think we'll get the early glimpse of it being played on said console.
Okay. You think we're gonna see gameplay of Halo Infinite on the new console?
On the new console. Because at this point right now, I'm pretty sure that's where that bad boy is going to land. We may get like an alpha announcement for folks to kind of jump in and maybe play what they show on stage.
Not even a beta. My man said an alpha.
I think they're going to be an alpha. I don't think they're going to be just a beta just yet.
Okay.
And it will probably be whatever it is they present on stage. It'll probably just be that quick little run through. You shoot a couple things. Big giant ship comes in that's about to like destroy the planet, and then we just get the end of it. Maybe we get some online. I don't think we're quite there just yet. But I do think they will let people at least get a feel of it on current console. But it's not going to be that full on whatever.
And piggybacking for a second here.
Oh yes, I get the piggyback.
Okay. So
I don't know if I like the way you said it.
happy.
I don't know if I like the way you
He gonna
said that.
piggyback.
Yeah, like hold on.
Hit him with the yes.
What I'm saying is your idea gave me an idea. Let's leave it at that right now.
All right, we'll run with it. Run with it.
Okay, check this out. One of the things about Crackdown that is a stigma about Crackdown is that so many people are like, the only reason why they even played Crackdown, the first Crackdown they gave it a try, is because the demo was included with Halo 3. Can you imagine if Microsoft comes out and they say there's an alpha or a demo for the new Halo, and the only way to play it is on Game Pass?
Yep.
Bruh.
And the only ones
Especially if they're like, and you can get Game Pass for $1.
or whatever it is right
You know what I'm
now.
saying? Or whatever. Like, you know how they always got them little deals.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like,
'Cause that's the one thing I was thinking. Like,
think
I don't know
about-
how happy people would be if they had to pay full price just to pay.
But you don't. But think
You know what
about
I'm saying?
it.
Just to get them to play the alpha type of deal.
But if Microsoft, think about this for a second, just because we're in this moment.
Yep.
If Microsoft, or really anybody, when we're talking about streaming services and the way that they get you in, the way they get you to put down the money, how they entice you to do whatever it is, right? Like, it's been a big thing that, like, all of the first party games are going to be in Game Pass. So if you have Game Pass,
Right.
even if you're only paying for that month, right? If you pay the $10 that it is for the month as opposed to the $60 it is for the year, or whatever, then, I mean, the $120 it is for the year or whatever, then I just want to jump in, try and see what it's like, whatever. And a lot of times they give it to you for $1, $2 for 2 months, whatever it is, right? But can you imagine if they start to really leverage that? Because that's one thing that they can do that's different from what you could do with like a Netflix or something like that, right? Like Netflix gives you a 30-day free trial. They give it free.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If they started saying like a lot of people complain about how like demos don't really exist anymore and stuff like
True.
that.
Mm-hmm.
What if they were like, you can play a demo of the game before it comes out, you know what I mean? Or the only way to have access to it
It's through Game Pass.
if you're a Game Pass member, you get access to this demo. Now they could say, if you pre-order said game, you get a download, you can get it or whatever.
Yeah.
But for people who have Game Pass, it's going to be included in Game Pass. You can play the demo as much as you want. You know what I mean, or whatever, for however long they have it live or whatever. Or if they started to give beta access to people based on whether or not they were a Game Pass member. You know what I mean? Like, that could be a thing.
That could most certainly be a thing.
It could be.
That most certainly could be a thing.
That could be a thing, bruh.
Interesting.
I mean, they can
Game
say.
Pass is
I mean,
the
think about the way that's like. If they start saying things like, "All right, if you pre-order, you get 2 free months of Game Pass." You know what I mean? Even if it's not a Microsoft exclusive game, right? Let's say they set up something with a third party, and they just like pre-ordering the game on Xbox gives you 2 free months.
I think that'd be a dope incentive. Yeah, I think that'd actually be a real dope incentive.
If they're like the other games, the prequels to this game or whatever,
on Game Pass.
On Game Pass.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you pre-order this game, you can go back and you can play those. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying.
I honestly think that'd be a dope idea.
I'm just saying. I don't work for Microsoft yet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I'm just saying. Okay, what you got?
I think that Microsoft is going to open up their show with Gears. And they're going to give us a date. Maybe not a date, but a window like this holiday. Something like that, yeah. This holiday.
You think it's coming this holiday?
Yeah.
Gears what?
5.
Gears 5?
5.
Okay. Not Gears Tactics.
No.
Not Gears Pop.
No.
Will we see those?
I think, yes, we will.
Yeah, we'll see them.
Okay.
We'll see them. But I think they're going to open up with Gears 5. They're going to show us cutscene or what, like a clip, one of them clips from the joint or whatever, and we'll get a release date or window. And with also a backup announcement that probably something like Bulletstorm coming to Game Pass, like this weekend.
Bulletstorm. Bulletstorm?
Is that what it is? I've enjoyed that epic one. Whoever was they did with the all the combos you
with the bullet whip with the That what you talking about?
Yeah, I think so.
I can see that. And then maybe, I think this is what they'll end up doing, is, gotta time back on what you said. That joint is going to drop holiday. That means there is a beta for that joint that's going to drop.
No doubt.
That joint's going to be the Game Pass joint.
Could be.
You think that's going to put in Game Pass?
That's going to put in the game, because the thing is, and then alongside that...
We'll absolutely do a multiplayer beta for that.
I don't think they're going to put in Game Pass, though.
I think they would put in, or maybe you get something exclusive if you do have Game Pass.
Yeah,
maybe.
Well. You get something exclusive for the game if you have Game Pass. I think they'll keep this one traditional. How they've done it since then. Yeah, how they've done it since then. I think they might try something different when Infinite comes out.
But they'll at least announce
with
that
Game Pass and all that type of
Gears
stuff.
5 will be a part of Game Pass when it drops.
I don't know. Probably not. Right now, I'm sticking with. I'm going to stick with. They're going to open up with it, and we're going to get a release window. Date/window for it. That's what I'm sticking with.
Okay. You said Halo.
Mm-hmm.
You said Gears.
I said Gears.
I say Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk. They closed with Cyberpunk last year. So I don't know if they're going to open with Cyberpunk, or it'll be in the middle. Could be in the middle.
Okay.
I feel you on that.
But I believe that it'll definitely be there. Because we know they're going to be at E3. Mm-hmm. Where else are they going to show it?
Right.
True.
So it's going to be there, and there will be exclusive content for Xbox.
I can get behind that.
Dig it.
I like that. I can get behind it. I see. I'm hoping for the exclusive content thing, like you said. Whether it's exclusive,
it might be timed content. Yeah, it might be timed.
But that definitely being at the show, I believe middle, like you say. I'm with you on that.
Okay.
Dig it.
What you got?
Back over. So, let's talk about new console. Now, I don't think we'll necessarily get all the finite details of what said box is going to hold, but there's going to be a very strong focus on that cloud-based element. So I think we may see a little bit of a deeper conversation, especially with Stadia on the horizon. I think we're going to get a little bit more of a deeper, in-depth drop-in and looking and seeing what we're going to have experience on the new box.
Okay.
Now, I do think they will probably mention a few tidbits. Maybe we'll hear teraflops. I don't know. They may throw teraflops out there.
There's some new words now. So
there's some new words out there. At least there's going to be, there's going to be at least one new word that we have never heard of before, and we're just going to be like, I don't know what that is, but that sounds.
Words out.
But it sounds amazing. But I do think we'll get that in-depth look more of what the cloud base is going to look like. I think we'll get the maybe like a base look at the new hardware. If anything, if they're going to be definitive to say that, hey, this box is not going to have a drive, or maybe if it's going to have, kind of like with it, one will have a drive, one won't have a drive. Mm-hmm. But they won't mention like, hey, this is going to be solid state. I think we kind of know that's where it's going to go to. But I think it'll be.
Sony's already announced that they're doing solid state, like a special version of proprietary solid state drive. So I think if Microsoft's not going down that same road, that's already going to be an issue for them.
Mm-hmm. So I think we will at least hear that, and hopefully maybe they'll at least give us some of the ideas of the storage space. A lot of people I know want to hear, some ridiculous.
I don't think they're going to give us any of that.
You don't think they're going to give us any of that?
Not storage. The only thing I think we'll hear is infrastructure. Like, I think we'll get power. I don't think they're going to talk about capacity for hard drive space. I don't think they're going to talk about any of that kind of stuff. Mm. I think they're going to focus on trying to get you to understand, if anything, like if they're going to show it, I think the focus will be on trying to get people to understand how much more power it has and what you can get out of that power. Because you're not going to get the same kind of leaps. The leaps that we were used to getting, like when we switched from 360 to the One and from PS3 to PS4, people were like, I don't really see it. You know what I mean? Like, now if you go back and you play a 360 game, you're like, ooh, what is this? Right? It was always there. Right? It's just that it just didn't feel like the huge leaps. You know what I mean? And this, especially considering we got kind of mid-generation consoles, whatever this is has to be leaps above even say what the One X is, unless they're just continuing to iterate and say, look, if you have a One X, you're good. If you have a One, you're good. These games will still work. You know what I mean? Or it's going to be, all those games will still work on this system, but this system's games won't work on those systems. You know what I mean? Like, the backwards compatible thing has to be a thing. So if anything, I think they definitely touch on that, make sure that they hit on those things, because again, that's another thing that Sony has already announced, right?
Yeah.
The next system will be backwards compatible with PlayStation 4.
Right. So
they got to touch that, but I don't think they tell us hard drive size.
None of that?
Nah, I don't think they give us that much. I think it's too soon. Unless they get ready to drop something, unless they're ready to drop something by like spring, it's too soon for that. Yeah, I think it's too soon for that.
Okay. I'm going to take a page out of your past predictions for this year.
He's going for it.
Okay.
That the Elite controller will be on their Xbox. I can't think of the name.
Custom?
Site to do customization.
Customization.
Since we're getting around to the end of this cycle of consoles, I think they're going to finally put up Elites to go in and customize and have ordered and shipped to your house.
Here's the only thing about that. I think the only way they do that is if those controllers definitely work on next gen hardware. I don't think they go into letting people spend that kind of money and spending the extra money to customize unless these controllers
can do
Carry
that.
over.
Yeah.
So in that case,
Yeah,
maybe
you know what I'm
it's
saying? Like,
maybe we get the Elite 2 per se, and it does give you that feature to it, and yes, it
So they
will let
announced the
you.
Elites 2, but the Elites 2 are the ones that carry over, not the.
I still think they'll, because they want to make sure you're still in there. The old ones will probably
ecosystem.
still work, but when you get these Elites, then you get the ability. You can customize it, make your colors. You can do it however you want to like it, but you got to do it with the Elite
more
2.
different little joysticks and D-pads or whatever.
Maybe
like
not
that.
necessarily change too much of it, but the ever so slight design change of that controller, where you can see that that looks like that's going to be a part of a new console, but it's still the same. You still get your same feel of it, but you can see that ever so slight difference between the old one and this one, to where it looks like it's a part of something new for it.
yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'm not mad at that, but that's where
That's your jump.
Yeah, that's what I'm going with that.
I can dig that, though.
They'll announce that. They'll
I ain't gonna
announce
lie though,
that.
I really do want a red Elite controller. I ain't gonna lie about that.
You paint it.
You can't actually. That.
You paint
A lot of companies that do it for you.
Yeah.
You're right.
That's a
There
fact.
you go.
Colorway,
But
bro.
he's colored a lot of
James
his stuff. I
Styling.
could probably just get him to
You're
do it.
right. I have colored a lot of my stuff. All right, so here's where I'm at. I think at least 5 of the studios that Microsoft acquired over the last year or so will have games shown. New games.
Dig it.
I do remember the year where they announced all those different people that they got.
And then at the thing they had in Mexico, they announced a couple more studios that they grabbed. We know that some of those studios already had stuff they were working on, but we know that some of those studios already had some things in the works besides that we haven't seen yet. I don't think it is so important for Microsoft to establish that they spent this money, they got these studios, they're backing them studios, they're not rushing them, but
We have these
you are
first-party
going to
games
see
coming.
first party
Right.
exclusive things. They're going, not only do they need to give you more reason to jump on the Xbox bandwagon and purchase Xbox and be in that infrastructure, but they also need to give you more reason to get on Game Pass. And first party studios are all those games are available in Game Pass. So putting that out and saying these are the games that are coming down the line. Here is this playable. Here is this playable. Here is this showable. Here is this showable.
And that's a
here's
stage.
right.
That's a stage to do it on. Yeah, where you can focus on them and highlight them. Yeah.
At least 5 of the studios,
I dig
Okay.
that.
we will see what they're doing,
Right.
what they're working on, and one of them. This isn't going to be a new studio. We will see a new Fable game.
I can see. It's about time.
Because we have to see what Playground Games is doing that isn't Forza Horizon.
Yeah.
And
we know
there's-
they're working on something, but we haven't seen it yet.
right.
Yeah.
And there's no Forza Motorsport this year. Oh, you didn't know that?
Hey.
Oh, no. So no, straight up. So if there's no Forza Motorsport this year, because we know they go every other year.
Ain't gonna be no console this year because they're saving Forza Motorsport for when they drop the console.
Yeah. Which
Straight
means
up.
I'm fully
Horizon.
with you. I'm fully with you that whatever they're working on, they'll show. That's what they're gonna show this year.
You got to.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
Fable.
Yeah.
I'm out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You got anything else?
The only other thing I'm gonna throw out is more of a personal one for me, kind of because of what we saw last year. So
Pokemon coming to Nintendo.
Pokemon coming to Microsoft?
I was no that we're about eons out from that right now. So we know that new Dragon Ball game is coming out.
Yeah.
I think Microsoft is going to be the ones that show it off first. Kind of what they did, because remember when we were sitting here and we was watching Microsoft's conference and they dropped that Jump Force jump.
Yeah, and they dropped Fighters.
And Fighters in there?
Year before that, yeah.
I think they're going to do the same thing with this one.
So we finally get to see it this year. Okay.
Because all we know right now, as far as that one, it's supposed to do something. I don't know how many times you can retell Dragon Ball Z, but it's supposed to.
They managed to do it every other year. So
You're right. No, you're right. You're right.
All they do is add a new gameplay mechanic, and we keep buying it every single year. So
you are damn
y'all
right.
keep buying it every single year.
Yes, we do. And there'll be a special edition of it that I'm gonna have.
And yeah, you're gonna come and unbox the massive statue with a young GT Goku.
Yeah, you're right. But I do think it's going to show off
on their stage
with Microsoft stage. I really do.
Okay.
Since PlayStation's not going to have that.
Yeah, it's not there. No one's going to do it. Yeah.
So Microsoft, would you like another one of our?
And, like I said, the past 2 years, it's been Z, Jump Fighters, Jump Force, and well, that was this year. So yeah.
Anything else?
Nah, I ain't got nothing else.
Okay, good, because I do.
All right.
Because my man Phil Spencer been making a lot of trips. My man been Japanning it up. So I'm swinging. I'm swinging.
All right.
All right?
All right. Where you going?
Watch this, yeah. Lost Odyssey 2.
Oh, my man went for the
What that put a bottom from the
wall. He went for the walls over there.
I see what you did. Just like I threw it back in one of his, he threw it back. Okay.
Lost Odyssey 2, bro.
Hey, I'm not. Hey,
listen. They will get
your money.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
I'm gonna ask a random question that I already know the answer to. Have you ever played Lost Odyssey?
I actually have.
Maybe
I didn't finish it.
Okay.
I will admit, I did not finish it.
Okay.
How many discs was Lost Odyssey?
4.
Yeah, I did not finish it. I remember that because I got the game, I opened it, and I was like,
I'm not going to finish this.
I looked at it, I was like,
did you ever finish Final Fantasy 7? Have you
Nope.
played? Have you played Final Fantasy?
I played Final Fantasy. I own it for PlayStation 1. I just never finished it.
Oh.
For me as a kid, that was probably a little bit more than probably
That's cool.
I could handle at that
I
point.
dig it. What I want to do is I want to close it at that. I don't want to do any more predictions. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Cool.
Let's just leave it at that.
Cool.
Let's, we'll have some surprises.
Oh, yeah.
I'm super excited. What I need to do is have you all let us know what you think about our predictions in the comments.
Oh, yeah.
Leave your predictions in the comments.
Please.
How do you feel about how we swung for them fences?
Jeez.
Exactly. Specifically. How excited are you for E3? Let us know in the comments below. With that, we're out. Toodles and loops.
What's going on, everybody? Did you like what you saw here just now on Loading Snacks? If you did, do us a favor. Hit the ding-a-ling bell first and foremost. Like, share, and subscribe. Then head over to patreon.com/Loading Snacks where you can get all the exclusive Loading Snacks content you want, and you can help us cultivate what it is that we do here on our channel.